You like the weather?
I love the weather.
Well, you're from Alaska. You like rain. I was kind of hoping the rain would blow through last night, but fat chance. 6:19 a.m. Central Time. Throughout the night, I guess I'd get a signal and pop on, and then I'd look at my phone and say I have like a new message or something, and I'd try and get the weather, and the weather app wouldn't pull anything up. Well, rainy day on the trail. You know, I usually bring my boots along with me, but I decided this time that it's hot outside and I'm not going to bring my boots, and so I just brought my sandals. And right now I'm wishing I had my boots because my feet are in like a constant state of wetness. On the positive side though, I get to kind of break in my new hat, because a good way to break in a hat is to get it like wet and sweaty and dirty and grimy and gross and then wash it. I'm gonna make some breakfast, and I bet you Mr. Jim's got a hankering for some coffee. Stinks. I don't have any idea about the weather.
Well, that's the thing, is if I can't dry everything out, then I might as well just pack it.
Yeah.
The boys will be miserable.
And I keep thinking that it's going to let up a little bit, but it's not letting up at all. I really need to start getting packed up and getting going. Jim's already said that he can't get his tent dried out. He's probably going to call tonight. I don't blame him, because if your tent's all wet, I mean, who wants to get back in it? That section of the Georgia Traverse we did yesterday, I think, was the most laborious part. From here, we probably have about another half day of fairly rough terrain, but nothing like what we saw last night. That was epic, by the way. That was stinking awesome. That was... Jim and I were just talking, that stretch from like the Tallulah River crossing, that was an awesome river crossing, by the way. It really felt like you were crossing like a whole river, and you were. But from there to here, that was an amazingly fun stretch of terrain. That was fun. So we're gonna go from here. I'm really not sure how far we're gonna make it. Actually, I probably should get the map and take a look. We are here, and so let's see, a couple of weeks ago, this is what we did the other day. We did that on the 15th, so I guess we did 110 miles in 2 days. Okay, so this is where we started, went from here to here yesterday. So we got a good third of the stretch in. So if we can get from here to, let's see if we can figure out where Unicoi, I think Unicoi State Park is down here somewhere. All right, well, we got from here to here yesterday. That's about a third. We can get from here to around here today. That's about another third, which means we can get from here to here tomorrow for about another third. We can get anywhere further past this today, making our stretch tomorrow even shorter, even better. So yeah, that's the plan. Well, it's time to get packed up in the rain. Apparently at some point the camera died. We're just about packed up. I need to get the ARB awning packed up. I think that only took a second. And then we're gonna hit the road. Jim, you're not camping tonight, right? I mean, unless, and are you going home unless you find a hotel room close to where we're at? Is that the plan? All right. But you're gonna trail ride with us all day? You should trail ride with us all day. By the way, you should wish him happy birthday. bags put away and situated, and I'll be ready to hit the road. I don't know what you do with your dirty clothes, but for me, I've just been putting them in the bottom of whatever bag we end up bringing. The funny thing is, the original purpose that drove me to actually get the drawers was a trip where I was like, I think it was the Talladega National Forest trip, where I was kind of at a loss as to what to do with my my clothes. I didn't like the solution that I had, and so I bought the drawers thinking I could put my clothes in the big drawer. I have done this the last 2 trips where I've just brought one of these red Columbia bags that we've got and just put it right here, and it's actually worked out really good. Let's hit the road. And this trail has not disappointed. It has been slow and crawly. We've been averaging about 2 miles an hour. I guess actually current average is technically about 1.9. We've been doing about, gosh, it looks like we're at 3,700 feet. We've done 1.5 miles in 46 minutes. Yeah, 1.5 miles in 46 minutes. So we're moving pretty slow. This, I remember this trail pretty well. I remember it just, the whole time, it was like this. It just moved really, really slow.
And then after this trail, there was that one crater.
Yeah, there's a little crater in the middle. We'll go through that. Well, we'll probably go around it because there was nothing there because we hadn't had rain. Last time we were here, there hadn't been rain up here in like 90 days or something like that. So it was dry, and I've seen pictures of that crater since. And especially with all the rain they've had up here the last couple of weeks, it's going to be full of water.
I want to go swimming.
Be muddy in the middle. It'll be brown and gross, and you are definitely not getting in that, Noah.
Aw.
What is this?
The crater. I was gonna say it's the crater, but then I realized it's just no. It's just a trail of rocks.
This might have been the crater. It looks like they filled it in with granite rock.
No, there's dirt under the rock.
Yeah, but they filled it in with rock. Neat little tip I picked up. If you have it in 4 low and you put it down, put it in the 4Runner, put it in sport mode and put it down into first gear, it'll control your hill descent a little easier. It's easier than kind of riding the brakes.
Because I don't really, I don't want to.
Without the Chaska, without the Carters, it isn't fun.
I don't want the camp last night. I don't want to camp the last night without the Carters.
There's water on the inside of the windshield. There's water. I have a drip of water right there. And there's water right here.
Is your windshield leaking?
Well, I just got a new windshield a couple of weeks ago, and apparently there's a leak. There's more water right there, dripping on the inside. Oh no. The windshield is leaking. Shoot.
Just put duct tape over it.
I don't know if I have anything for it.
Duct tape is the solution to everything.
Huh. This is an interesting predicament to have. And I think that this will keep the majority of the water out. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little tired of the rain. Kind of, I don't know. I'm being a baby. It just kind of makes everything all wet all the time. I couldn't find any place to park here in Helen, Georgia, so the people that own this parking lot, I'm sorry I parked here. I know it's a private drive. I know it's irresponsible of me and all that, but I was only here for a couple of minutes and I'm leaving. So the boys are not with me. They stayed in there. I'm gonna go get the truck and pull it around. That way they didn't have to get all wet. And we're gonna get back on the trail.
It brings a tear to my eyes. To my eyes.
That Highlander just went across that creek crossing as well. So here we are thinking we're pretty cool, and a two-wheel drive Highlander went across. This is not our campsite. In fact, I don't expect we're gonna make camp for another 3 or 4 hours. However, this is Cooper Creek Scenic Area. It was probably vlog 3. I'm not really sure. Vlog 3, where we woke up here and it was freezing. We froze our butts off. It was so cold. And we stayed right there. That was our campsite. And we decided to stop by and take a look. The kids are over there playing. We're just gonna take a break. In about 10 or 15 minutes, we're gonna get back on the road and see if we can make some more time. So far, we have done about 52 miles. We have a total moving time of around 4 hours. Let's see here. Total time of about 5 hours, 23 minutes. So we've been making pretty decent time. We're gonna let the kids get soaking wet, I guess, again. That was something that I'm sure the birthday boy back over here knew was gonna happen, but for some reason I didn't anticipate.
Oh, sorry.
You're fine.
Okay. Is that for you too?
With all the rain, there's really been no shortage of pretty good sized puddles to splash through. A little bit of mud, nothing too serious, but just super soggy, wet trails.
Yeah, you should slow-mo that part where the water all flew up onto the windshield. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Oh no!
I've been away too hard. Yeah, I've been just for you to answer. Yeah, I've been slightly available. Yet when I call you, you don't pick up the phone.
Probably 3/4 the way there.
Calling to avoid me for weeks.
Cleared a trail for the fellow man. Nothing like a sense of accomplishment that comes with trail clearing. Yeah, chainsaw would have been nicer, but that's something to add to the list, huh? We just cleared one, and now we got another one. This one's a lot bigger than the other one. If we had a chainsaw, it'd make easy work, but we don't. Handsaw on this one would take a lot longer, but it's broken down here, which means it's fallen over this way. If we can tie a strap to it, we can maybe pull it out of the way. Traction may be an issue. May be able to pull it this way though. We'd have to do it in your truck. Yep, I just need to get out of the way. How about this? I'll pull forward, you can pull up here and get turned around, and I'll just back down the trail.
I mentioned what you'd say when you'd answer.
All right, this is the plan. We are going to try and pull the tree with the truck.
Ba, 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 ba. I wanna be the one that you're calling, one that you're calling. Yeah, I want to be the one that you're calling, one that you're calling. Yeah, I've been calling to avoid me for weeks. I've been dialing, but you've been declining me.
That didn't work. The plan now is to try and saw the part of the tree that's cracked in half, weaken the tree a little bit, and then break it by pull. That's half of this section.
I wouldn't recommend cutting yourself. It's like a basic Cub and Boy Scout no-no.
All right, so what we've done essentially is score it to make the break easier. And we'll see if it does what we want it to do. Yep.
Oh yeah!
I don't think you understand how much I want you to be my man. When I call you, I mention what you'd say when you'd answer. Would you call me your babe? Ba, 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 ba. I wanna be the one.
So it's been like 25 hours in, and we moved a couple. We got nowhere now, and almost ran out of gas. Pretty good.
One day
I'd say this is cleared. We can get through this.
This will definitely fail the durability test.
Stop, Elon. Stop.
That was an adventure indeed. I hope we don't have any more of those little adventures on our trip, but if we do, I guess that is just the way it goes. Sorry, putting the legs back on the tripod. Well guys, unfortunately, I have some bad news. We're going home. We're going home today. We're not gonna finish the Georgia Traverse, and I don't really care because I'm wet, I'm tired, the kids are grumpy, and it's supposed to keep raining, and I don't really wanna set up camp and be wet all night. And I mean, our tent keeps us dry, but we're going home. We're just gonna call it. My bed's calling. My hot shower's calling. And I'm not really a serious big time overlander just yet. That's the end of today's vlog. Bye. If you like what we're doing, please make sure you're subscribed below. You can also support us by visiting our merch store, and you can give the kids some work. Another way you can support us is by donating through our Patreon page. Remember, 50% of all donations are then given to an overland related charity, which you guys vote on every month. I've got links below for everything. Thanks a lot.